Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure to be with you here today to make a few remarks at the 5th East Africa Finance Summit. This summit, to my knowledge, is the only platform of its kind in the finance sector that has continued to be hosted in Ethiopia for the 5th time. I wish to congratulate the organizers for the initiative of convening and continuously hosting the East Africa Finance Summit. Given the impact of COVID-19, as well as the local and the global socio-political realities, it is high time that such an event took place to highlight the importance of resilience regardless of challenges. I believe this forum will offer a platform from both policy and operational perspectives to exchange information, share ideas and experiences, and promote effective practices, trends, and opportunities related to the finance sector. Let me also use this occasion to bring a few essential points to your attention. In line with the broad-based reforms, which is a very comprehensive, Ethiopia has embarked upon, it's obvious that financial sector reform is one aspect that the government is deliberating and working to modernize and increase both domestic and foreign private sector participation in the sector. Over the decades, there has been systemic and policy-driven challenges that have affected the supply and the quality of loans issued by the commercial banks. These challenges have constrained the contributions and the greater role expected from the domestic private sector. As a result, the government has moved ahead with a broad policy shift to encourage and incentivize the private sector by redirecting a significant credit facility and by introducing enabling business environment. In general, the financial infrastructure has shown tremendous growth over the past years, with a combined savings by all commercial banks reaching over Ethiopian birr 1.6 trillion in this fiscal year. Yet there is still more to be done to expand banking services to most parts of the country and utilize technology to deliver credit facilities to small businesses across the nation. So we need to further work on financial inclusion. The Ministry of Finance is also leading the effort to introduce e-payment system to enable efficient transactions, which we will expand throughout other government agencies. In regard to the financial sector reform process, the ultimate objective is ensuring financial stability, financial inclusion, and promoting productivity and competitiveness of the private sector, and thereby solving structural financing constraints of the economy by encouraging domestic savings and facilitating credit supply for the private sector investment. To achieve this goal, it is necessary to undertake market-oriented financial sector reform through which the financial sector will eventually become a more inclusive and a strong backbone of the economy. In the past few years, several policy reform measures have also been initiated to expand the inflow of foreign exchange. Particular emphasis has been paid to identifying structural constraints of export market performance and taking macroeconomic reform actions to improve the diversification of export commodities by addressing the supply side problems of low production capacity and productivity. The current reform agenda recognizes that there is more to be done, and the government is keen to work with the financial industry to build a financial sector that would support a vibrant private sector, create jobs, and propel the country to a middle-income economy. While the government of Ethiopia is determined to various reform agendas to encourage and support the growth of private sector leadership in the economy, it is equally important for the finance companies, institutions to have the courage to get out of their comfort zones and challenge the status quo. There has to be readiness for competitiveness in line with the policy directions which we are working on in terms of opening up the sector for external actors as well. As a key enabling sector of Ethiopia's development effort, the finance companies have to align themselves and support the country's aspirations. They need to develop their capacity by combining the right strategy, system, talent, and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, our country's aspiration for ensuring transformation and prosperity are significantly high. This will be challenging to materialize without a strong partnership and collaboration between policymakers and leaders of the finance sector. Therefore, taking this opportunity, I would like to reiterate the government commitment to support and facilitate the private sector to take the leading role in our country's economic transformation journey. In conclusion, we are at the very essential implementation phase of Ethiopia's 10-year prospective development plan. Therefore, continuous and close consultations among key actors are critical to creating a strong ownership by all involved. I believe this is what today's 5th summit is all about. I hope the 6th summit will be even bigger than this by expanding the scope from East Africa to Africa-wide Finance Summit to attract more participation from all over Africa. My ministry, together with the National Bank of Ethiopia, are ready to support you to mobilize a stronger presence and participation in the region, both finance institutions, in the government, as well as also in the private sector. The implications of such summits are beyond a single sector. It is well aligned with the desire to make Ethiopia the preferred conference tourism destination in Africa as well. On behalf of myself and the Ministry of Finance, and as the chairman of the Financial Inclusion Council, I will make sure that this platform is supported to become the biggest finance summit in Africa. In closing, we all must work together in partnership to realize the prosperity of our countries. Regarding the policy issues which has been mentioned, we were listening very critically. I think insurance industry, I'm part of also the National Bank Board, and we have some regulatory development that is catering for insurance industry, which we are working on. And definitely we will make sure that the Deputy Governor is also here. And so we should listen to you carefully, and we should discuss further in a smaller platform what it means and what it takes. Definitely we need the development of not only banking sector, but also a strong insurance sector is very, very important to facilitate businesses and investment into the country. And regarding the opening of the insurance industry, I think this will be viewed in line with the opening of the banking sector in general. And we are ready to listen to all the options in terms of what is appropriate within the context of our reform objectives, within the context of our economic dynamism, and also building a strong and resilient domestic insurance industry as well. So we are ready to listen to your reflections. Finally, I would like to wish you every success with this important summit, and I look forward to learning about the outcome. With this, I hereby declare the summit officially open.